Hello everyone, I am Tacit and welcome to the Gems of War Campaign 19, Week 2, Day 2 live stream. So today, of course, we got ourselves the Idraji's Palace, or however I don't know if you say that, faction event. So we'll be focusing on that. The other thing I want to prioritize is getting our PvP rating up. I want to get to the point where we'll pretty much be set up to go do the 1 hour boost thing for tomorrow. So we do want to get around like 5.7k. Not all of it has to be right now, but definitely got to put a good chunk with it between the alliance fights, just normal PvP battles, and everything else. Took a 2 XP boosters over here. Is that mythic? It is not, just a legend. Anyways, where should we start? What do we have for tasks? Delve, thing, and thing. Alright, so I do have to go out of my way to go do a delve. You know what? Let's go do that right now, just so I don't forget. So, quick way to go do a delve. Let's just go take out City of Thieves real quick with a Rowan quick kill team. Shouldn't take that long at all. But anyways, hello everyone! Hope all you guys been having a wonderful start of your week. We are feeling much better from everything that happened yesterday. Anyways, hello Bill, hello Mark, hello Lester, hello Isabel, hello hello Key Collier. Hello Enforcer, hello Mark, hello Maximus, hello everyone. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hello, yeah. Alright, is this enough to kill? It is, nice. Will I be streaming Underspire in its entirety? A lot of times we've just been doing it on Thursdays, because we've just been stacking up all of our battles and everything. The team is pretty similar to whatever you run for the current event, like the invasion event this week. The main difference is your weapon is a bit more restricted. But beyond that, it's pretty similar. Like you're building around the same general troops. Because invasion this week is, what was it again? Gosh, I actually already forget. Wait. But whatever it was, oh yeah, because this, because the invasion is Rashka, and the Underspire is Sunspear, or gosh, Pride Lands, I mean. Because of that, most of it is pretty overlapped as far as what team you'd run for either. Because our main invasion team is, well, actually this one is a little bit different because we're going into Skull Spam on that. Whereas, not that, that's the red color thing that I need to go do. But, yeah, we're doing Rope Dart Ubistet, but we're still using 2 of the same. It's just our main damage has been replaced, but our mana accumulation has remained the same. We've changed over to Rope Dart Ubistet instead of Invasion Troop into Wand. Because you can't run Wand, and Invasion Troop doesn't have double magic or anything that it can do higher damage to in Underspire. So we simply just replace the things that we either can't use or are less effective, and then just replace them with something better. I believe the cheap team was pretty fine. You're basically... Oh yeah, the cheap team is a little bit weird if you don't have some of the better damage sources. Because you basically have to use the Mythic from the faction event that we have today. So you can get at any point this week, doesn't have to be today. Same as the faction troop. Then you're just using the new weapon that you get from the event for 210 gems. And just using this guy for poke damage and a ton of mana accumulation. You wish YouTube had an edit button. Yeah, unfortunately you can't edit already posted chat messages. Let's see, what the new exploding weapon, Hellclaw Mage, and 2 Idraji. Yeah, honestly, pretty much just using the weapon with all of the faction troops is pretty much the meta if you need like a cheap team for invasions this week. It's pretty much just the faction team with the just using the weapon, which of course you normally can't use the weapon for a pure faction team, but you can for Underspire. It's just for a pure faction you can't. Anyways, let's go clear out anything good on Adventure Board, which is just a little handful of gems, but every little bit adds up for sure. Yeah, we'll go focus mostly on PvP and faction event then. Faction event should be pretty straightforward. I believe it was red, purple restriction, which you know what team we're going to be running. I don't think we showed it, but that's because, generally speaking, if this team is meta for something, I try not to show it. Otherwise, we'd be showing it for like a third of every team we ever mention. But, you know what team we can run for Underspire, right? Stellaryx Triple Talk Shaka. So of course we are. I think I should like Tesla team or something for the video, which is perfectly fine. But, of course, we will be going down the insta-kill Stellaryx route. Speaking of which, we need to go do the Beer the Heat event, as is the start of summer for the summer event. Actually, when is the actual start of summer? Isn't it this week sometime? Yeah, don't forget to be doing this. We're going to be prioritizing getting the troop first, which we'll actually have tomorrow night, so we'll be able to go show this off tomorrow night, the Emberclaw. It's basically alternative King Mikhail from Urskaya. It can be okay for the Urska restriction, however, it's probably going to be most notably in the Nexus restriction, as far as when you end up bringing it out, as it does have an Elemental Star per turn, while also having boost ratio from Elemental Stars, which are very common in Nexus, as Nexus is the Elemental Star Kingdom. So, yeah, this will be the first thing we get. We'll mess around with it tomorrow night, as that's when we'll have enough points for it. But yeah, don't forget to be doing these battles every day, as you do lose whatever you don't use every day. So, very important to make sure you do that daily. This is a daily for the next 2 weeks, until the end of next week. You got your first Horde Mimic yesterday? Nice, huge congrats. Yeah, I'm still absurdly dry on my third one, but I can't really complain. We already have 2. We did get a 5x Mimic last weekend, but it did not give us a Horde Mimic. But eventually we'll get another one. I still at some point want to get 4 of them, just for completion's sake. And we're going to have to do a lot more Explore 12 soon, because I'm actually running absurdly low in medals, due to how little Explore 12 we've been doing in the last couple years. Also because ever since they added those Glory Orbs like a year and a half ago, oh, I almost just said no power up. You always want to power up here, assuming you have strong stuff. Obviously, earlier on in the game, you will eventually get walled by difficulty. But for everyone else, it's a pretty straightforward game mode. Teams are generally pretty tame as far as we have to face. The numbers might get a little high, but you can always use something that boost ratios. For example, if you need a boost ratio team, just use Mang. I think I did that for the low rarity team. I did like Mang into triple Balder. But yeah, just use Mang or something else that scales and you'll be fine. Just make sure you're using a Barrier on Brown Hero class. Or in the context of that team, a Titan Hero class, because it gives 50% mana start to all the Balders. So hello, Anderson! Hello, Jets! Welcome, welcome. Hello, Chad! Welcome, welcome, welcome. Yeah, huge congrats, Maximus, on finally getting Horde Mimic. It's a great grind to have out of the way. It's probably one of the more luck-based grinds that still exists in this game. Eldrazi's Palace, we'll get around to you. I'm probably going to save that for last. Like the last of last things. I'll probably even do PvP before we bother with that. We'll go help our guild with some invasion. Should be able to finally get our final reward of the orb there. How's the guild doing overall? Pretty good. Who's at the top right now? El Loco is back from vacation. You can tell because he went from rank 0 or 30th to rank 1. Good job, El Loco. Just go give him a gift. Might as well. Welcome back, gift. I haven't actually said hi since he got back, so here, have a... I'm like so anti-social, I like never talk in the chat thingy. Here we go. Yeah, he's back from vacation. He was gone for like a week or 2. I will eventually click the kick button when doing that, though. It's eventually going to happen. Every single time I do that, I'm like, wait, I need to double check. Did I kick them? But anyways, let me go claim these seals. I always forget to claim these before the end of the week. Luckily, they auto-claim, so you never lose them. But anyways, what was I doing? Invasion. I'll go do this real quick. Give our guild some contribution. Invasion's pretty straightforward this week. Mostly because how much extra attack you get on this thing's pretty absurd just for using a pure Pride Lance team. This does mean you have to use the Sunspear hero class, but it's not too big a deal because Sunspear has 20% extra stats this week. And has Perpetual Red Storm, which is pretty beneficial for a lot of things that, of course, use red. Which is the troop that you're mainly using anyways. So it works out quite nicely. Not quite at the 4 tower point quite yet, but in a moment. And of course we just one-shot every tower. This also has some pretty nice skull pressure. Every skull is basically got a one-shot with 20% extra stats plus 75 extra attack. That's a lot of attack. You got Emberclaw today. The third trait of this troop is better than Takshaka of Emberclaw. What is Emberclaw's final ability again? I actually completely forgot off the top of my head. Emberclaw, Emberclaw. I want to say that's double Burning Gem, if I'm remembering correctly. It's good for getting red. The problem is it only gives you red if it's a troop that I think it is. Yeah, I believe that's the guy that creates 2 Burning Gem per extra turn, and it stacks with multiple. The biggest issue with it is it only creates red, and not every color. Let me double check. Let's see. Emberclaw. That's apparently not how he's spelled. Ember... something. Emberclaw, Emberclaw. Where is he? Emberclaw? Oh, wait, that's the other guy. Oh, no, he's way weaker. Yeah, I was thinking of a different troop. I was thinking of, who's that one that does what I think he does? Burning Gem. Wasn't there one that does, like, per extra turn, a bunch of Burning Gems? Oh, was it you? No, this is Convert. Wait, was it confusing it for you? Could be a Mythic. I mean, maybe there's not a troop that does that. Yeah, there it is. Create 2 Burning Gems. I was thinking of, Salamandria, where she creates 2 Burning Gems, when matching for an extra turn. The biggest issue with her is it only does red mana. Even though you're getting twice as many gems, you're effectively getting less mana. Her ability is also a little bit worse than Takshaka. So oddly enough, decently similar in the fact that it hits 2 things for true damage, but for less damage than what Takshaka does. But anyways, let's see. But yeah, this is about who I thought you were talking about. Forgot her name. Which is kind of funny because we actually used her a ton the other week when we had that one Naga restriction thing. What was I doing? Already forget. Let me go do dungeon. Oh, I know what I was doing. I was doing world event. Or invasion. Whatever the weekly thing is called this week. Yeah, the holiday troop's not bad. But it's not good. Like, it's a really average troop. Like, you're never going to be using it on a real team unless you're earlier on in the game. But it will find its way into various restrictions. Most notably Nexus restriction. But it will also be good in both Elemental and Urska restriction. The problem with Urska, though, is they don't really have other true damage options. And the problem with Elemental is they already have a billion decent options. But it'll be really good for Nexus. Because Nexus doesn't have too much going for it at the moment. You'll try Stellaryx with 3 Ember Claws for Explore. It's definitely worth considering, especially if you don't have Takshaka. Because every other alternative for doing that mechanic is a Mythic. So this is kind of the first troop that we can really do it on that is a Legendary, so I guess it does have that going for it. Plus just buying it once will give you 3 copies. Yeah, it'll be one of the things we mess around with tomorrow. When we go and get it. Yeah, we'll see. Because being able to do that on a Legend's pretty solid. Whereas every other team that generally does it requires like 2 or 3 of a specific Mythic. Which is substantially more expensive to try to get. The biggest concern with them a lot of times is if you run out of purples. On an average battle that's not going to happen, but it will eventually happen. Red board just simply has no purples remaining. Especially if you have 2 or 3 of them on the team. Yeah, we'll definitely have to mess with it tomorrow. Because there actually are some situations where an Elemental Star will get more mana than a wild card. It's less likely to match, but it's more likely to give more mana when matched. Actually, it's pretty much guaranteed to give more mana when matched. Also, one thing that's kind of funny with it too is it will have some pretty good wand synergy. Because you're already going to have that gem on the board, assuming it doesn't get matched immediately. Giving it a higher chance that you'll actually land with your elemental stars. Also, while power gems can overwrite other power gems cannot overwrite themselves. So if you create 4 or however many wand does, I should forget. If you create 6 elemental stars on top of like the 2 or 3 that you're getting from the other guy, and none of them get matched. Your elemental stars that you create will not overwrite the other elemental stars that are already on the board, which will give you even more of a chance that they'll match together. Also, how are we taking so much damage? Where did my HP bar go? We like just started the fight and we're already at like 0 HP. I have been considering going double invasion troop. I didn't think we'd quite need it, but gosh, we took a lot of damage there already. The biggest issue with a lot of things from this kingdom is they're really high attack. But the way that attack works in Gems of War is as something has higher attack, they have lower durability. It's the big issue with the attack stat in this game. So anything with super high attack has really, really low overall durability. And vice versa, if they have low attack, they have really high durability. Oddly enough, this does not apply to magic, but it does apply to the attack stat, where your durability is basically proportional to inverse of your attack stat. Lower your attack, higher durability. Higher your attack, lower the durability. It's one of the reasons why attack troops have kind of been bad, for the most part, as on average they have several percent less durability compared to other troops for barely any extra attack. And we're out of fights. Well, looks like we're doing good for all of the objectives. Anyways, what's left? Dungeon. Anything good? Top 3, top 3, top 3? I was hoping we could play some Guess the Door. Well, we'll go take these out real quick. Hello, Logic Slayer! Welcome, welcome. Hello, Stacy as well. Welcome, welcome. Oh no, we got cursed. At least it's not disease. Thought it was for a second. Honestly, curse isn't nearly as bad. Curse is only bad when combined with other things. Curse on its own doesn't really do that much. It's everything around Curse that makes it really annoying to deal with. Especially that you need to like double cleanse it off. But Curse on its own means basically nothing. Unless they're trying to devour you or something. It's only when you start applying stats effects on the Curse does it start to get annoying. I do have to say, Curse is probably the last good stats effect they've added to the game. We haven't really gotten another one in a while. And the most recent one is like one of the worst stats effects ever in existence, which of course is Lycanthropy. I kind of wish we would get another stats effect, either positive or negative. It just needs to be not as horrifically bad as Lycanthropy was. And ideally a positive one. Because I feel like we have far more negative effects than positive effects. Alright, we did that. That's been done since Monday. That we'll be doing last. That we literally just did. This we already just did, and really important that we do every single day, and don't forget to go do it. That's completed. Under Spire, I need to go buy torches, but then keep ignoring it till later this week. Probably do it on Thursday. And what else? What else? Alright, let's go do PvP then. So we have a couple things in the PvP. We got to go do one of our alliance fights. We have access to 3 colors. And then we also have to go do the 2 battles from yesterday, which I believe was Mystic and... what was the other one? Oh, no, not Mystic. It was, whatever this one. Wait, we have 2 Mystics? Oh, never mind. Oh, the 2 Mystics did win. Wait, what was the other one? It was Mystic and Fae. Ooh, we get double on Fae. That's nice. Also, why are they 13 all of a sudden? Wait, does Outer Ring just give you more when you win? I guess so. Alright, between green, purple, or blue, which one do we want to do? Blue is Takshaka, which is tempting. Plus, I get silver marks here for free. So might as well. In all fairness, I also get it from purple. But, yeah, we'll do it here. Why not? Silda fights. Fight. Oh, we can take a really easy fight here. Honestly, it doesn't really matter how many points we get. The amount of points you get is really, really irrelevant. Alright, oh, I just want to get a Talk Shaka team real quick. You know what would be the easiest way to go do this? Just grab my Talk Shaka team. Actually, I kind of want to cleanse one. I'll just take it from Central, I guess. Pretty sure we have one set up right now. Be weird if we don't. Copy. Paste. Alright, there we go. Now I'm just gonna run with Stellarex quick go. You're testing Wand of Stars with 3x Emperor Claw? Well, the most ideal way to do it would definitely be Stellarex into it. But if not Stellarex, you could even try Tesla. Because I don't feel like the bears themselves are going to be a good enough damage source on their own. If you don't have Tesla, I mean, if you don't have Stellarex, trying Tesla could be your next best bet. Because I feel like they're going to be a really slow damage for Explore 12. You'd mostly use them like you use a Talk Shaka, in the sense that you basically just let them sit there and give you mana. And very occasionally do you actually cast with them. But they're generally not your primary damage source on a team. I say that as we're about to die to a primary damage source Talk Shaka team. But normally you don't use it as your primary damage source. Well, it feels so weird clicking on a Zolgoth team as the weak team. Like, a couple years ago, that would be, like, absurd to even think about. Like, after the Zolgoth buff. But yeah, in most situations, Zolgoth is the weak option. Not that Zolgoth is bad. He's just so free to kill with the current meta. At least in a PvP-like situation. I don't have a Cascade for that. I'll just take that, I guess. Oh yeah, the Nintendo Direct was today. I didn't even mention that all this stream. They've been having like a lot of gaming conferences as far as for, you know, various things. I have watched almost none of them, but I did check the Nintendo Direct today. Like multiple hours after the fact, because I didn't bother catching it live. But, yeah, they finally announced the next Mario Party. It is the only series I actually have the physical copy of every single game. So I am considering getting this next one digitally. And maybe just how did that just re-roll? That was weird. But I'm considering getting this next one just digitally. Also, why on earth do you have double Stellarex? But I definitely gotta go do it. Actually looks like it's pretty promising. Looks a little bit more deformed to the normal Mario Party games. Which ever since they've had new developers, they just haven't quite been the same. But they're improving. They're definitely improving. Yeah, for the most part, there wasn't really anything else other than that that really interests me that was announced. Other than the Hello Kitty thing that I showed Isabel. Which doesn't really appeal to me, but I know she likes Hello Kitty. They basically made Hello Kitty into an Animal Crossing game. Is the easiest way I can describe what I saw. Alright, we did all that. Good to go, got over gold marks there. However, that's not all the gold marks for today. We gotta go do now Mystic, and we gotta go do, Faye. I think I already have the team set up for Faye, so let's go do Faye first. And then we'll go mess with Mystic. Your son's still salty about me winning every Mario Party game? Honestly, I feel like all my friends always are. I actually have an absurdly high win rate in Mario Party relative to average. It's not like a flawless win rate. But I do have a really, really like above average Mario Party win rate, generally speaking. honest, why am I playing this team so wrong? I'm not sure why I'm not bothering to infinite turn it. It's like the whole premise of this too. Yeah, I'm really good at strategy-based, luck-based games. Like any kind of game that's based heavily on skill to luck, I tend to like a lot. Like heavily RNG based, but still influenceable by various decisions. Gems of War can somewhat be seen like that with how gems come onto the board, as it's a probability roll anytime you do anything. It's not quite the same concept though. It is similar. Though the main way that you play Gems of War these days kind of completely ignores chance of gems dropping, because mana accumulation is just so broken to the current state of the game that you don't really need to worry about like, oh, am I gonna get alignment or not? No, you just guarantee you already have infinite loop. Like very rarely these days do you have to worry about like a certain cascade working or the probability of it. Maybe sometimes if you're down bad in a battle. But the average infinite loop mana team very rarely cares about that these days. So what am I doing? I already had win condition. I'm like trying to get this thing for an extra turn setup, but I already have literally the lethal. Now I'm losing like 20 turns in a row. I'd love to have a turn back at some point. Thank you. Hello, Sonny! Welcome, welcome. Oh yeah, Suna was that one troop I was thinking of the other day. When I was thinking of, like, if you randomly get it, you would build an entire team around it if you were a brand new player. I'm not sure why I couldn't remember the name, but this was the troop I was referring to. Because it scales and everything. It's a troop that's in the category of you would never use it later in the game. But early on in the game, it's actually absurdly good. If it was, like, one of your only few mythics or your first mythic. Hello, Tyrion! Welcome, welcome. I'm probably cheating or have host advantage. Hello, Mr. Extreme. That didn't quite work out, did it? Pretty much don't even need to check if we have alignment. It's almost impossible not to. I've been working on the house. Nice. Hope it's coming together nicely. Oh wait, is that worth it? No. Yes. It's actually enough mana so I can do that. I'll take the harder fight. Oddly enough, it's just double Mistralis. Which honestly is a perfectly fine team. It's probably even a little bit quicker at winning than what we're using. But it's a lot more consistent. Dude, that team hates freeze. I guess it has wand to counter that, but that only goes so far. Maybe get like double cursed on it. No, we missed. How could we? Gosh, the double miss. We're stacking misses now. Yeah, Wand of Stars with Ember Claw should be interesting. It's one of the bigger synergies that it has. It's going to be like Wand, Stellaryx, double Ember Claw. Is going to be like its primary team. And if you don't have Stellaryx, you can replace it for a True Damager like Venoxia or Takshaka. If you only have like one Takshaka and you need a Takshaka team. I don't think I have a team set up for this yet. We gotta use Mystics only. Let me double check what we have. Oh, Mythics are looking horrible. Just want to go Sycorax. Not sure if we do, but I'm gonna plop it down just in case. Do we have access to Mistralis here? Yeah. Is that just our whole team? I think it might be. We have Queen Titania. This is interesting. Zachi we're probably not going to need. Yeah, I think we just wand this. And double check what our Empower is. There has to be at least one Empower that's not useless. E-Cattle. I don't really want Yellow Storm though. Do we have access to the green one? No. Green one's not a Mystic. I think it's Fae instead. Yeah, I think we just go Wand with no Empower then. It's going to take us a little bit to get Wand up, but once we do, we auto-win. We just need to make sure Wand doesn't miss. Otherwise, this should be pretty free. Actually, let me go Mech. I don't want to deal with Submerge. I don't want to have to cast Weapon to get rid of Submerge. Now we're going to go Wand, double Beatrix into Queen Titania. We're not actually casting Queen Titania, we're using her purely for Fairy Fire. I don't know, how high does Ember Claw hit? What was his boost ratio for Elemental Stars again? Wasn't it like 5 or 6? The problem is it's hard to keep a lot of Elemental Stars on the board. Like the average board is just going to have however many he creates from his ability. Which if you have 2 is going to be 2. Oh wait, you can run her here too. I forgot, she's Fae and Mystic. Kind of funny. We were just running a team like that. Oh, so this is why I ran Mech. You may notice he has like a billion submerges. But now he has no submerge because all we have to do is take an extra turn to get rid of them all. Just get a Fairy Fire every time we extra turn. We can also curse them if we had to with one. I just realized, I probably should have used the Valraven buff, because I think we've been capped out on Valravens this whole time. So every battle we were just doing has no chance. We should have actually done that after the Citadel fight. Oh, let me go do it now. I'm pretty sure we're capped on them, yeah. We already were from yesterday. Oh, I actually have to double buff right now. Yeah, let's go get both of them then. We're not just capped, we're over capped. We're at 111. I mean, 11, I mean, not 111. Just normal 11. I still feel like he's going to be slow damage, though, if you use him as only damage source. Because he's basically slower Takshaka. Because I know for sure he hits less than Takshaka. But for a legend, I guess it's a great alternative. Because it's not a mythic. And you get all the copies you need for only one buy-in. If you get it during the season. During the summer event. Well, as Lester in Global Chat 69, that's funny. I could only imagine what goes down in that chat. Yeah, I'm not sure what every chat channel's for. I'm not sure if there's like a TV guide thing for what all the channels are on Gems of War. Is there a resource out there that has like generally what each channel is used for? Because some are used for different languages. Some are used by different clans that are, you know, across like multiple guilds if they're not doing it via Discord or something. Some of them have other weird uses. But, yeah, there's at least several dozen of them that are used for various purposes. I have no clue what that list is, though. What am I doing? I came here for a reason. No, I didn't. Oh, yes, I did. I know what that reason is now. I came here for, the extra purple magic. This one's actually slightly better than the other one, even though I don't always take it for some reason. Or because the color here is sometimes annoying, and by annoying I mean not meta. Not like the perfect meta team, but we actually can run the perfect meta team here this week. Sometimes it's something weird like brown, so I don't bother doing it. But this week it isn't, so I should actually always be doing it, as it's actually more of a benefit. We get 10 magic instead of 6. The reason I don't always go to it first naturally is sometimes it's underneath the coloration that's just more annoying to do. For the most part, most colors are pretty quick. I would say brown in the current state of PvP colors is probably the slowest color to win with at the moment. Biggest issue with brown is it doesn't have a good Empower start or a similar mechanic. So it's a really slow start color. Like, its options are perfectly fine, it's just the speed at which it start is really slow compared to every other color right now. Though in all fairness, you know what it does have now, which I guess is one thing I kind of might have oversight on. The new Emberclaw is brown. That means he is now the best brown mana accumulator? Wait. That's kind of funny. I didn't think about that till just now. But a new Ember Claw from this current holiday event is actually Brown's new mana accumulation start option. Because there's not really good empowers for it. And he's basically weaker Takshaka. But he covers Brown. He's brown, right? Or was it red and yellow? Am I going crazy? Was he red and yellow or brown and red? Maybe it was red and yellow. Never mind. He might not be brown. Let me double check. What was your color again? Never mind. He's red and yellow. He's useless. He's not useless. But never mind. Brown is still bad. Oh, that's sad. Yeah, that'd have been so good if he was like brown-red or something. But never mind. He's red-yellow. Never mind. Brown still has no mana accumulator. Never mind. Alright, PvP. We need to go get 3 Valhawks, of which we currently have none. While doing so, get closer to our 5.7k. Which, honestly, we might actually get there almost already. Whatever we don't do, we'll do off stream. Yeah, start working towards it. Go until we get 3 Valhawks, hopefully get 5.7k PvP rating along the way. Hello, Genki! Welcome, welcome. Hope all's been well. Oh, don't resummon. Let's see, does he have stealthy or not have stealthy? He does not have stealthy! People are learning. That's something I always like to see whenever I see a bandit on the opposing team. See if they are or are not stealthy. So hello, Jonian, if I didn't already say hi, welcome, welcome. Hope all's been well. Got our first Valhawk already, nice. That was actually pretty quick for once. Maybe it won't take us 30 plus fights today to go get all of our Valhawks, like it does normally. Oh, so somehow we're still over 40k gems. Oh yeah, that reminds me, I still haven't opened any of the vault keys from last vault weekend. We want our gems, just gotta go stack them up through there. Oh wait, I didn't take the purple. Whoops. Am I actually gonna die here? Because he has infinite Beatrix. We're actually gonna die here. Never mind, Stellark's gonna auto-win. False alarm. All's fine. Perfectly balanced troop coming through. I still haven't done a redeem code yet, too. I'll do a redeem code after we get Valhawks, and then we'll spend the rest of the time doing faction event. We should be pretty free this week because we have Takshaka. Into Stellarix. Well, obviously you always have access to Stellarix. It's not really worth mentioning having access to them, but we do have access to Takshaka, of course. So guess what team we're gonna run? That's the main thing I hate about current Gems of War meta right now. I wish there was more of a reason to not run this like 80% of the time. Like, yes, we could just not run it. But in almost every situation, we're just deliberately going slower if we don't run it for something when we can run it. For team videos and everything, we still show stuff that isn't him, of course. Just so we're not showing him for every other team. As far as actually using stuff, it's definitely at least half our battles these days, if not more. I wouldn't even be surprised if our most used troop moves to Stellarix at some point. Oh no, I accidentally wasted a gem. I haven't done that in a very, very, very long time. Oh no. Yeah, but you gotta be careful not to keep spam clicking that location. It's right where you kind of click at the bottom there. But if you do, you're gonna spam click through a gem. I haven't done that in a very, very long time. There's a buffer on the window to make sure that you don't do it a lot of times. But if you stay on that window for too long, just keep spam clicking there like I just was, you're gonna waste a gem. I haven't done that in several months. I was about to go check something and already forgot what it was. It was something related to something, but I already forget. I was about to go check something and I already forget what it was now. Can't remember. Yeah, now that I think about it, there are a lot of situations where Emberclaw does do more mana than Takshaka. Because unless you get a really good alignment on the 3 times, it's going to be a lot of extra mana. It's actually kind of insane how much Elemental Stars give as mana when you compare them to other power gems. Because they're destroying in an X shape, but they're also giving extra +1 to all the 4 colors that they correspond to. Yeah, we've had a lot of broken metas in the past in Gems of War. It's just generally in the past, they've either gotten nerfed or they moved the meta along enough that the teams weren't like as crippling to the game. Like, for example, Justice team never got nerfed. The Justice Queen Mab team. However, Queen Mab indirectly got nerfed like 1,000 times, which eventually made the team go away. And then Justice just got power creeped out of the game. Even though it's just as strong as it is today as it was when it was the entire game's meta. But in all fairness, Queen Mab did get nerfed just indirectly. She has never once had any of her values changed. But Mana Burn as a concept has gotten nerfed like 3 times. Between Bless, immunities starting to exist, and Impervious also including it. Did I get the 3rd one already? No, that was the 2nd one. Just double checking. Okay, we'll hand out code after we get this final Valhalla. Oh, there. Well, we'll hand out code right now. And then we'll go and mess with Underworld faction event for the rest of the time. Yeah, there we go. We're not at 5.7k yet, but I'll just grind that a bit off stream. It's going to take like not even like 10 minutes, 15. Should be very quick. Anyways, final thing we need to go do. Hand out redeem code, and let's go do the entirety of the faction assault. And you know what team we're going to use. I already have it on copy-paste if I'm not mistaken. There we go. Just bring it right on in over. Anyways, guys. But yeah, it looks like Emberclaw is going to actually be pretty decent. We'll need to mess around with it tomorrow and just kind of check with some of the teams. You basically use it in any place you would use Takshaka as a 1-to-1 replacement if you don't have triple Takshaka or even double Takshaka. He does less damage per cast, but his mana accumulation, assuming you're not denied on purple, which you generally won't be, is on average higher. Because you have more cascade chances, you get +1 to all 4 of the colors, and you get a whole X shape of mana destroy. Oh, is that a used code? Oh! My computer restarted last night for some reason, so I'm not sure how far we are down. Alright, let me go do this one. Because, yeah, I didn't get to save it last night. Because when I woke up this morning, it was already on, like, the home screen for some reason. Alright, is that one new? But yeah, it looks like it didn't auto-save my, document thingy. I'm not sure why it restarted. Because it just had a Windows update the other day. But it decided to full restart last night for reasons I do not know. Wait, do redeem codes actually have a message to try to get people to go to the forum? That's kind of funny, so... I don't think that used to be a thing. I haven't actually claimed a code in a while, because normally Isabel does it. Or someone else in chat. Thank you, by the way. But yeah, does it actually say to go to the forum afterwards? After you redeem a code? Because it's kind of funny. I don't think it used to say that. So oddly enough, Gems of War does have still a pretty active forum. It's one of those few places still left on the internet where the forum for the game is still more popular than Reddit. Because I feel like a lot of games these days just don't bother running a forum and just put it all on Reddit. But Gems of War is still one of those games where the Gems of War forum is actually like the most popular place to talk about the game. It's also a good place to find a guild or to complain about some mechanic. Because there are plenty of complaining threads. I'm pretty sure the Stellarex complaining threads probably has over 1,000 comments by now. Which I'm curious, how big is the Stellarex complaining thread? I'm not sure if it's used too much these days. I must check. How's the Stellarex complaining thread going? Haven't checked in a while. Stellarex complaining thread. Stellarex complaining thread. Where are you? PvP team. Not stored. Mythic 2 places. Where is it? It might be buried a little. People might not have been talking about it recently. Yeah, the XP glitch people are still getting. Maybe people have stopped talking about it for a little bit. I know it was really active in the past. The Stellarex has been broken for so long that the Stellarex complaining thread might not be getting much usage now. It has already went through all of its phases. That already just passed it. I can't remember what it was called though. I'm pretty sure if I just type in Stellarex, we'll get there. So what on earth is this scroll bar doing? I'm so confused. Why doesn't the scroll bar function like a normal scroll bar? Let's see, Stellarex. Stellarex? Did I spell Stellarex right? Stellarex is, yeah, this one. Okay, it did not get 1,000. It only got 397 comments. Yeah, the Stellar complaining thread died. That's sad. People aren't complaining about Stellarex anymore. It lasted for a solid, like, 2 months. I guess people are done complaining about Stellarex. Yeah, I thought that would reach 1,000. It only reached 397. That's not too bad. Oh, Genki, you handed out the Freedom too? Yeah, I handed it out on Sunday for Father's Day. We handed it out 2 days ago. But yeah, we both already handed out our little Freedom. Who knows? Next month is 4th of July. Maybe they'll actually give us another one. So if they do, I'm pretty sure it'll be a different Independence Day pet, not the OG 2018 one. One thing that is kind of funny about the new Bear Troop is if we do get slightly more mana on average from it, I might start using Stellarex, Wand, Takshaka, and a new troop. Just for a little more diversity. I'm not sure if it's really needed though. Because I still want Takshaka for the cleanup damage. So I'd only be able to replace one Takshaka, not both. But it does mean Takshaka team will only need one Takshaka going forward. Which is probably the best thing that the troop doing tomorrow will actually do. It actually means you don't need to get 2 or 3 Tuck Shaka anymore. You still can. And now there's some restrictions, like obviously missing scales, that is extremely relevant. But for an average PvP team and stuff going forward, you can replace every Tuck Shaka you don't have with a new Fear. Meaning you only need 1 Tuck Shaka to be your damage source then. As even though that final trait is good for mana, its damage per cast is still way lower. Its extra turn potential per cast is also way lower. But its final trait is pretty comparable to Tuck Shaka. Even better in some situations. When's the next co-op stream? I was considering doing one next week's Friday, which is the day after the next Power World update. Because that's the last day I'll be able to do any streams. Because I'm leaving on my trip the day after. So I was considering doing it then. Not sure for how long. But it'd be the last day I can do it before I go on my trip. But yeah, that does mean for a week straight we will have no live streams. Starting next week Saturday to the following week Saturday, we'll have no live streams that week. Not this week Saturday, but the week after that. Also, on that Saturday that I do go, I'm probably going to cover a video covering the following week's weekly stuff. Including the Mythic to some degree. Assuming we know info on it by then, because last I checked Terran's World, it actually wasn't even there. That way the only video we'll have to do when we come back is the actual Mythic video, key opening and all that. When it actually gets launched. So we won't be behind on videos at all. We just won't have streams for the week. Hey, tier 10 chest, nice. Almost pure charge, which is actually exactly what we want to see. Catch you later, Miss Insane Witch. Have a good night. Thanks for stopping by. I'll be calling it a night too as soon as we finish out this faction, which we're making pretty good speed on because of, you know, Tuck Shaka existing. Definitely makes things a little easier. I'm still curious what they're going to do with this troop in the future. Or is this like the new state of the game now? Because he's been like this for what now? 2 months? 3 months? He's been at this power level? It's not the longest, the absolute strongest meta has ever existed in the game. Because in the past, we've had it happen for almost a year. But, yeah, it does seem like this is going to be the new current state of the game until things change. Until they power creep harder. It's hard to imagine what will be power creeping higher than Stellaryx, though. Like, it's definitely possible. But you gotta get really broken to start power creeping higher than Stellarex. Ah, joke's on you. We have immune to mana drain. Yes, Asani and Isabel mentioned. Definitely feel free to leave a like on the stream. Helps a lot and is greatly appreciated. Thank you, thank you. Also, I haven't heard any more news on the emotes yet, but soon, TM. Hopefully we'll have the next drafts before we go. Otherwise, by the time we get back, we should probably have the drafts by then. And this next batch is probably going to be the last time we can really make, like, sweeping adjustments to them. So definitely going to need all your guys' feedback on it. And hopefully within the next month we can get them rolling. Well, I always wait at least a few minutes before I start the stream just to make sure everyone rolls in. Like a lot of other people, before they start their stream, they'll have like a starting soon screen or something. My equivalence to that is just setting up the thing through YouTube and just not starting the stream until a little bit later. And it's mostly just to let everyone roll in before actually starting up. But most of the time, I'm ready to start at 8. I just let it go for a few extra minutes. Just so all the notifications go out and everything. I just happen to not start on like a waiting screen. Because I feel like that's weird for like the post-stream viewing experience. If you start watching a video and you start it by watching a 5-minute waiting screen. This is why our live streams just start immediately. Or, you know, when we start, they start immediately. Sometimes I am running a little late, yes. Though most of the times it is me just literally stalling a few minutes. Well, the 30-minute one on Monday was me literally sleeping all day. Not all day. Because I had a headache, I had a sore mouth from the dentist thing, and that thing was giving me a headache. And of course, I had an upset stomach. All of which are now all better. What troop do you put on top of a triple Eye of Argus team? Normally hero. Normally really tanky hero. Bill Warhammer with another Eye of Argus, that's pretty funny. I know, it's not Isabel's fault for the tummy ache. I was just mentioning at the other stream that you influenced me to get the, to go get Wendy's from what you said the other day. But no, it wasn't your fault. I never said it was. I was just implying that you influenced me to go get it. Based on what you said the other day. It's like, because I was trying to think of something soft that I could eat. Because of my teeth and everything. Yesterday, and I was like, oh, I'll just have like a Wendy's Frosty. And then when I was there, I was like, okay, I'm not just gonna get a Frosty, obviously I'm gonna get some other things. So I got like their smaller burger that's soft enough to eat, and fries, which are soft enough to eat. Because it feels weird just going to a Wendy's and just getting a Frosty. Which was originally what I was gonna do, but then I saw food and was like, ah, might as well get dinner. Sue Wendy's ASAP? No. Every single fast food place near me is ran like so horribly. I think the average fast food place near me has like a 2.7 star. And it's mostly because the turnover rate at every single fast food place near me is so high. Because minimum wage here is so low. Especially during the summer, it's even worse. Because they tend to just replace a lot of their staff with kids. Because it's cheaper that way to pay people who are like 16, 17 in high school than it is to, you know, pay like a more dedicated employee. Like they can easily pay them like $3 less an hour. On average. So fast food places tend to be even worse here during the summer. You can't sue Wendy's if you take $5 worth of napkins. I didn't even take any napkins this time. I actually restrained myself and took 0 total well, not 0. I took a few for the thing, but you know, it was like a reasonable amount. Not a restocking my napkin supply amount. I'm pretty sure I took like 6 napkins. We can become a Wendy's supplier and sell the napkins back. You know how cheap those napkins must be to mass produce? Like, there's no way they're not like a cent each. But mass produced to such a degree. Unless the materials have really gone up in the last decade. When you already have a 10-inch stack? No, I don't have that many spare napkins right now. Actually, the stack next to my thing is actually non-existent. I don't even have a stack next to me anymore. I do still have some in the kitchen, though. But my side stack on my side table actually has 0 napkins remaining. It'll be from a napkin shortage. Actually, that's something you don't really see happening too often, do you? When was the last time a fast food place has gone out of business? I can't recall that really happening in recent times. Like, as far as any of the big ones. Like, you don't just hear, like, like, if I was to think of a place that would go bankrupt, I would think of Burger King. Because how on earth is Burger King still in business? But, yeah, they haven't filed bankruptcy yet. Somehow. That, or I think of a place like Subway or something. But they also haven't gone out of business yet somehow. It's probably because of how they franchise everything and everything. Did Quitsnose go out of business? Oh, it might have. I have no clue what that place is. I don't think I've ever been to one in my life. I don't think that place counts, though. I'm talking about, like, all the big ones. Like a Burger King or a McDonald's or, you know, one of those. I'm not sure if I consider Quitsnose under that category. Also because I've never heard of them and don't know what it even is. I don't think I've ever seen one in my life, a Quiznos. We're talking about like the ones that are on like every single block. Oh, it's basically Subway but worse? Okay, that makes sense. It's hard to imagine a worse Subway, though. But I guess they managed somehow. Alright, I think we're good to go. We did that. We did that. Pet rescue. What even is our pet right now? I feel like we've triggered like 5 pets this stream and not a single one because it was all blocked. Also, what? That was weird. It opened up like pet rescue when I clicked on the other menu. Alright, I think we are officially done. So tomorrow night we'll go mess with the bear and see what kind of teams we could do with Emberclaw with its final trait. See if we can one-to-one Tuck Shocker replace it and stuff like that. Can Red Lobster make it? Oh wait, is Red Lobster starting to go out of business? Oh no. Where am I supposed to get my cheesy biscuits and my lobster bisque from now? You know what? I haven't been there in such a long time. Actually, when was the last time I went to Red Lobster? I think it was 2021. So I haven't gone to Red Lobster in like 3 years. But yeah, that means if I wanted to get a good lobster bisque, I'm gonna have to go to like a fancy restaurant now or something. Red Lobster was always that location where you can get like a cheap, decent lobster bisque. But yeah, no, I don't have one of those near me. I'll need to go hit up like New York Prime or something near me. Which I'm pretty sure they've raised their lobster bisque price to like 20 bucks these days. Actually, I almost want to go Google it real quick. Wait. I want to check something. I actually legitimately want to go check this real quick. Wait, I'm not going to do it on the other search. I want to do it through here. Let me see. What is, let's see. New York Prime menu. I want to see something. How overpriced is it these days? I must see. Where's your soup, salad, sides? Gosh, where's your soups? How do you not have a soup category? Cocktails, wine, spirits, dessert, no. Appetizers. Does it count as an appetizer? They've really thinned down their menu a lot. Do they not serve soup anymore? Where's the soup? Hello? I am blind. I think. Let me see. There it is. No, that's just lobster. No? Where? Do they not sell it anymore? Oh no, their best item they don't sell anymore. How could you do such a thing? They have to have soup. There's no way this is the whole thing. See more menus. What's this? Wait, no? See more menus. What do you mean by that? See more menus. That's weird. I don't understand how their website works. Because that button does nothing. It just takes you to the top of page. That's weird. Yeah, that's horrible if they don't sell it anymore. That was like their best item. I haven't been there in like over a decade. Honestly, the prices haven't surprisingly not gone up that much. Given that I haven't been there in like 10, 15 years, their prices are actually pretty not raised. Which is kind of surprising. Given that that place is expensive. Yeah, no soup for me. Where am I supposed to get a good lobster bisque now? Oh well. In 2024, Red Lobster closed many of its restaurants and then filed for Chapter 11 of bankruptcy protection after securing over $100 million in financing. That's interesting. I didn't even realize that happened. Also because I haven't been to a Red Lobster in so long. But anyways, guys, I'll catch you guys later. I need to stream looking up soups. Anyways, we'll be back tomorrow night, same time as always, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 1 hour prior to now tomorrow. Yeah, main game plan is mess with the new troop. We got a bear, and we will be doing that. So we'll be messing with PvP, we'll be messing with bear, we'll be messing with bear in PvP, and we'll go from there. But yeah, main thing we'll be doing tomorrow is PvP and mess with the new troop that's coming out through the Beat the Heat event, as we'll be able to go and see what he can ultimately do. Technically, he's been available since yesterday, but tomorrow is the easiest day to get him on, if you're just going for basic all rewards. And his ability is a little underwhelming, but he has a really good final trait, and I'm really curious to see how that pans out compared to Talk Shotgun stuff, as we haven't had the opportunity to mess around with it yet. Anyways, guys, I hope you all have a wonderful, wonderful week, and I will see you guys soon. Bye, everyone.